We have the next presenter, Major Janaka Ranaraja, who will talk to us on mitigating the risk of insurgency through youth integration and development. Janaka is a multidisciplinary researcher specializing in world affairs and currently serves as a research officer at the Department of Strategic Studies at Sir John Kotalawala University. He holds a Bachelor of Arts in Defense Studies from the KDU and a Master of Science in Military Studies also from University of Kelaniya. Over to you, Janaka.
Thank you very much, sir. Honorable Chair, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Today my topic is mitigating the risk of insurgency through youth integration and development. Sri Lanka has experienced three significant insurgency of youth from the independence: 1971, 1988, and 1989 in South, and 30 decades extended civil conflict in North. 30 years armed conflict made a huge impact on our society and economy. One of the key groups that are influenced by the armed conflict is young generation of any country. They suffer with frustration, depression, and becoming hopeless. There would be several consequences of another conflict in current context in Sri Lanka. The cause effect for the conflicts, as I found, the further economic downturn leads to recession, create political instability, loss of life, high brain drain, become internationally isolated. So these are the causes, root causes of my study, so I consider only 6 causes. Inequality of resource distribution, lack of educational opportunities, unemployment, youth unrest, ethnic or religious difficulties, socio-economic and political background, poverty, caste system. These all cause for the insurgency, not only in Sri Lanka, in any country. There are 3 primary objects of the study: mitigating the risk of future insurgency by understanding the expectation of Sri Lankan youth in modern era. Next one is examine how to align existing youth integration process with socio-economic development. Verify factors affecting to youth depression and suggest how to face national challenges such as brain drain and aging population. Considering the current and future national challenges, significance of this study can be described as follows. First one is aging population. According to the statistics, Sri Lanka is an aging country. Youth population is the most important resource to the nation. Another insurgency would be more harmful to the nation. We lost further young and child population. Next one is brain drain. Sri Lanka is significantly losing professional skill and unskilled young labor force due to the legal and illegal migration. And third one is vulnerability among youth. The recent incident, as you are all aware, in the University of Jaffna among 2 young ethnic groups stressed that still shadows of war around our youth. Tamil student has opposed for one of the Sinhala cultural activity created tense situation. This clearly indicates that till Sri Lanka youth behave with the suspicion, unrest, and mentality of separation. Any post-conflict situation, the likelihood of gaining back violence is extremely high. To mitigate this risk through strategic approach is a great responsibility of the government, policymakers, intellectuals, and interested parties. having considering that, so my consideration of the conceptual framework, macro environmental factors, social, economic, political development and peace triangle, following, and so I consider the conceptual wise the macroeconomic factor, the social, economic and political development in the country, and when consider with the peace triangle, so I select reintegration, equality, freedom, appreciation in ABC method. And with these two concepts, so we would achieve to develop youth in physically, socially, emotionally and behaviorally. And ultimately we would see the result of the youth integration and development. So my findings are, so during the survey, it was extremely concentrated and tested following three areas. The macro-environmental factors of national development such as economic, political development and social development. And physical and psychological factors of interpersonal development such as sports, culture, health, recognition, harmony, trust, empowerment, opportunities. And third one is devolution of resources such as infrastructure development. And apart from that, so I put forward an open-ended question, so whether the current youth integration under the post-conflict and peace building is a success. So 33% they agreed with the situation, but 67% not agreed. Suggestions. Designing a national policy for youth integration and development